Hello everyone, this is another episode of Chaos Tutorials, and today we're going to work on getting Fallout 3 to work using Codeweavers Crossover. This, unlike what the recent update of Codeweavers Crossover says, we're going to use GOTY.com instead of the Steam method, which is recommended, because I want to see how that method works, and I want to show you how I figured out to get the GOTY.com. And I'll give an approximate rating as to how it stands during this tutorial. So start with Fallout 3, which was the first Fallout. That's led to a release that was canceled, and there's a canceled Vancouver, which is supposed to be the original Fallout 3. But ultimately, with Bethesda Game Studios taking the helm, as they had been working on the Elder Scrolls series, that was the official Fallout 3, where it became first person. So here's the rating here, and this is the Steam version. So we're going to change it to say custom installer, because you have the GOTY.com installer. So we're going to find that, our downloads folder. Yeah, I have Fallout New Vegas, so that'll be a future tutorial. And once again, but here and now we have Fallout 3. So I'm using the GOTY.com install, which I've downloaded, and we'll get started. So, in the meantime, this is just like the setup for the Steam one is Windows 7 32-bit. So yes, we agreed to install this. Now, my first confession to you as my audience is this is my third attempt at getting this installed. My previous attempts resulted in a crash. But I finally found a way of doing this and installing it that works for the most part. As of now, with the current updates, and this may change, I'll do another update later if it does, is that the porting kit, which is another bit of porting software I recommend, it crashes when trying to download Fallout 3. It's a favorite Fallout of mine. I like both it and Fallout New Vegas for different reasons. I mean, I enjoy the story of Fallout 3, but I like all the custom weapons you can have in Fallout New Vegas, as well as some of the expansions such as Old World Blues and Dead Money. Yeah, I mean, as usual with your GOTY.com installs, you have the advertisements for other games on GOTY.com, and for Mac native games, or at least for Mac on GOTY.com, their catalog has been getting better ever since Mac OS turned to purely 64-bit. So it's getting better. Some of these games also have a Mac OS 64-bit version. A few days ago I was playing the Turok series, which they have officially put, Turok 1 and 2 anyways, are Mac games now on GOTY.com, which is by a product of CD Projekt Red, or rather a service of CD Projekt Red. So, I mean, thank you to CD Projekt Red for having GOTY.com. It's another great game service. This game does not quite work as well, but I'm going to skip ahead to the next part in which we get to talk about how it functions. I'm going to skip ahead a few minutes of this thing to, not drag on with the installation product, so I'm going to skip ahead about 5 minutes. As the installation nears completion, I'm going to talk to you about how I end up rating this. Once again, as you go back to this, we have the runs well. It means it's not perfect, there are some glitches in it. And this is going to be possibly one of those times where the game as I'm going to show it to you in the opening test play. Obviously, it's not a 5 out of 5 as I would want it to be, but it happens. Porting isn't perfect. I mean, the virtual machine is exactly that. It's a virtual machine. It's designed to simulate an actual machine with Windows. But in the meantime, this is the Steam version and this version obviously will have its own little flaws in how it operates. Alright, now it says it's installed successfully. Do not hit launch, go and hit the exit to finish. Now, of course, the crossover reporting software says it's not, but just don't listen to it. It was successful. The GOTY.com software says it was installed and it is correct. The GOTY.com installer is correct. So just skip the step and you'll watch to see the little icons show up right here. So right now we have the icons. We have Fallout 3, GEC, which is item editor, and support, and the uninstall. So first it's going to just do optimize settings, but we're not going to go to the optimum settings if you do not want to crash. So here we're going to take off the optional settings. No anti-aliasing, no anthroposcopic filtering. Disable those two. And with those two, it should play just right. Now here the game starts. It doesn't play the music, and that's kind of a flaw from the game. It only plays at the opening music theme with the projector screen and the kind of low-pitched music. So we're going to get a new game started when the option comes. So here, alright, now we're on that slide. Now we're going to have the Fallout 3 picture, and we'll start with the introduction. Alright, now we're going to have a new game here. And this is what would normally crash if I didn't do the settings exactly as I said on the launcher.
War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world, but war never changes. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Vault 101. For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, The giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened. It was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters, and no one ever leaves.
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl? It's a boy. A boy. We've got a son, Catherine. A beautiful, healthy baby boy.
Oh, James. We did it. A son. Our beautiful son.
You've got a bright future ahead of you, son. I'm sure of it. Look at you. Look at you. Hi there. I'm your daddy, little guy. Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about... That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly. Looks like they've finished the gene projection. Let's see what you'll look like when you're all grown up. You're going to look a lot like your dad. See that, Catherine?
Oh, very strapping.
It's a big world out there, son, full of all sorts of people. What about you? What kind of person are you going to be? You're just
James?
Catherine?
James.
Catherine! She's in cardiac arrest. Start compressions. Get the baby out of here. Move! Move! 1,000. 2, 1,000. Come on. Hang on, Catherine. Hang on.
Okay? We need a doctor, not a deadbeat. This one's on the house. Failed to meet my expectations and there will
Don't
be
look
turmoil.
straight into the light, pal.
James and his
You've got
cheerly
your nice
chatter.
decorations.
May your future
Just
be
something we
bright
could
for
use.
us.
This place will feel just like home. Come on over here, son. Come on. Walk to Daddy.
Dada.
You can make it. Come to Daddy. You can make it. There you go. My goodness, just a year old and already walking like a pro. Your mother would have been so proud. Listen, kiddo, I know you don't like it when Daddy leaves you alone, but I need you to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office. You'll be okay, pal. I'll be back in a bit. You are quite the little explorer, aren't you? Serves me right for trying to pen you in. Come on over here. I want to show you something. See that? It was your mother's favorite passage. It's from the Bible. Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. She always loved that. All right, come on. Let's go see if your little friend Amada wants to play.
Experiments.
Don't be a damn fool. We experiment to prepare. We prepare to survive. Of course I miss it. Surprise!
Stanley, you turned the lights on too fast. You blinded the poor kid.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Can you believe it? He is growing up so fast.
Happy birthday, pal. I can't believe you're already...
Alright, so
I'm
this game is
so
getting
proud of
glitchy
you.
at this point.
If only your mother-
The shadows don't, and
I
light
don't
do
have
not
to tell
trace
you
very
how
well in
special
this, and you
this
can
day
kind of
is,
see,
do I?
there's no
Down
shadow
here
on
in
the
Vault 101, when you
on
turn
the
10,
floor
well,
where it should be
you're
from
ready to
the
take on your first official
characters.
vault responsibilities. So here you are. As overseer,
And
I
then
hereby
there's lines of
present to you
shadows
your
elsewhere
very
on the
own
screen that are
Pip-Boy
tracing
3000.
behind the game
Get used to it.
as it's processing.
You'll
So
be getting your
that's another
first
glitch
work
here. It
assignment
shows that,
tomorrow.
yeah, this isn't running exactly
Enjoy
right,
your
but it's
party.
not crashing.
You're only 10 once, so have fun.
Yeah, you can see there's no, you don't have a shadow on the floor.
Happy birthday! We really surprised you, didn't we? Your dad was afraid you were onto us. But I told him not to worry. You're so easy to fool. You're welcome. But really, your dad did most of it. I just helped with the decorations and stuff. Hey, I bet you can't guess what I got you for your birthday. Go on, guess. Ha! I knew I'd surprise you. Who's your favorite barbarian? That's right, Grognak, issue 14, and with no missing pages. I found this in a box of my father's old things. Believe it or not, imagine him reading comic books. I guess everybody was 10 once. Well, I better let you get back to mingling with your guests. We'll talk later, okay? Happy birthday.
And you got a Pip-Boy. I wish I was.
Yes, you see there's lines, and that's your shadow up in front. Your dad's shadow is completely off
I know that,
alignment with him.
happy.
And no shadow for Paul. Yeah, and a lot of shadows in front of her when it shouldn't be.
Having fun?
Yeah, Paul. Are you
And the
having a
shadows
nice
get all
party?
weird.
Good.
And that's your shadow too. It's stretching out in front. So yeah, the shadow part is really glitchy. Your shadow's just a line right there. I mean, if the game were working,
Oh, no.
you know, very smooth, you wouldn't have all this weird shadow glitching nonsense like you do here.
Give me that sweet roll you got from old lady Palmer. Huh? Yeah, right.
Happy birthday.
Come on, Wally. You always have good ideas.
Now once again, you know, it's like, yeah, your own shadow like flickered right there
How do you like that
up into
Pip-Boy,
the
son?
ceiling when it shouldn't be. That's where the lights are.
As a matter of fact, I did. I'm glad you like it.
And you'll see plenty
Some may
more of
think
this.
the A-series is a bit basic, but
At first it's in the vault, but here, you know, the shadows being off happens quite a bit. And it's one of those glitches that prevents this from being
Or me. No way.
a 5-star.
Happy birthday, Sonny.
And there'll be a few more out
Happy
besides
birthday,
this.
Sonny.
Besides, that friend of yours could use.
And I'm going to mention this again, but running the game
Pleased with himself.
a little more than an hour runs the risk the
Something
game will
bad
totally
happened to
crash up.
somebody.
It crashes to the point where I can't
I know. Butch. What else is
command
there to
option
say, right?
escape out of it
Hey,
or force quit
get 'em.
in
Have fun,
macOS
it's
as they
your
call it.
birthday
It'd be
party.
similar to Control Alt Delete in Windows. See, there's your shadows that are totally off. Again.
Thanks for coming, Stanley. I know you were busy.
Well, there's
getting water.
laggy gameplay,
Everything's
but
fine.
Jonas?
now the shadows are normal.
What do you think we
But
should call our game?
there's so many shadows that are just
This party's
all
pretty
over the
good,
place.
I
It's
guess.
just a
Not
little
as
weird.
cool as my party, though. Remember? Oh, right. You weren't.
Up again last night. Good.
Send him right
the
down.
vault
I
roll?
wasn't
You
for
having a
it.
nice time?
Who wants to go around all day
Hey, that was Jonas on the intercom. He and I have been... Jonas?
being
Happy
called
birthday.
I'm glad you could make
Sometimes I
it.
think you really are as dumb as you look. Maybe the vault
How are
rats.
you enjoying the
You guys
party,
like that?
Mrs. Paul?
I hope you I gave her all the appropriate paternal encouragement. That
Palmer?
Maybe
I helped
vault
with the
rats.
decorations.
You guys
Happy birthday, dearie. They sure did. And now, since... Of course.
like that?
You and your
Oh,
snakes
really?
and rats
They're
and wizards.
lovely. You did
Shut up
such
and
a
let me think of it.
What are you doing down here, young man? I thought kids weren't allowed. You sure are. Pip-Boy and everything. Look at that. If you can wait just one more minute, I think your dad will want to give you the surprise himself.
Are you ready for your surprise? The Overseer gave you your Pip-Boy, and you're old enough to do some work, so I've... Your own BB gun. Jonas found it down here. It was... You know how tough it is to find it? So, what do you think? Want to give it a try? We sure can't, unless we want the Overseer beating down our door. Jonas and I have found a place, though. Come on. Careful, it's a rad roach. Think you can take care of that with your BB gun? Just aim and shoot. You'll be fine. Good work. Let's get a picture. Hey, Jonas, Get a picture of me with the big game hunter.
Smile.
Boys and girls have different parts.
What is your problem anyway? So, I'm the overseer's daughter, so what? Like, I get any kind of special treatment.
Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. As far as I can tell, you're a perfectly healthy 16-year-old boy. So yes, you have to go to class to take your GOAT exam. Go on now. You've got a GOAT to take. Hey, it's not my call. Those are the rules. You're 16 now, so this year you take the GOAT. Come on, it's not so bad. Everyone has to take it. You'll do just fine. Take care, son. Now get out of here, and good luck.
Good morning. Stopped in to see the old man before class, eh?
Get out of my way, you
Don't mess with the tunnel snakes. What? You mouthing off, Spaz? Everyone knows the tunnel snakes. We rule this vault, and we don't take shit from nobody. Not you, not her, and not her daddy, the overseer. Stay out of this. It's tunnel snake business. Me and Butch were just... I don't follow anyone. Wally Mack is his own man, and the tunnel snakes is where I belong. Why? You think Butch is in charge? Is that what people are saying? Because it's a load of shit if that's what they're saying. What? What kind of shit is that? No one talks that way about Wally Mack. He's not the boss of me. Nobody's the boss of me. I'm out of here. We're done here.
Get these idiots away from me!
Done? We're not done. I say when we're done.
Don't know who put you in charge. I say we're done. Let's go.
Tunnel snakes rule.
Did you know the average life expectancy of a resident in a properly maintained vault is 92.3 years?
None of your tunnel. Because he's my pal, my brother. All us tunnel snakes are brothers. Birth to earth, womb to tomb. Mostly because tunnel snakes rule. That's us, and we rule. No one messes with the tunnel snakes, or they have to answer to Butch and Wally. You don't want to be on their bad sides. Trust me. Can't think of anything. Butch says this little bitch is blabbing to her daddy about us tunnel snakes. We can't have that. Because we're the tunnel snakes, and we rule!
Did you know Vault Tech water and life support systems can sustain a vault for over 900 years without failure?
Much.
Oh, Paul.
Are you sure? Butch? Okay. Whatever you say, Wally. Tunnel snakes rule. Fine, let's go. I was done here anyway. This ain't over, Daddy's girl. I'm not finished with you either, twerp.
Sounds good. Let me know if there are any changes.
Thanks for getting rid of them. Assholes. I don't know why they won't leave me alone. Just because my father's the overseer, I guess? Idiots.
Hi, Stan.
Well, you made it. I'm sure you will, especially since it's multiple choice with no wrong answers. We'll start as soon as everyone's found a seat. Good luck.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You don't want to be the first class in history to fail the GOAT, do you? Well, now that everyone has managed to find the classroom, we can finally get started. No talking, and keep your eyes to yourselves. Yes, I'm talking to you, Mr. Deloria.
Sure thing, Mr. Brotch.
Unless anyone else has an insightful comment, let's get started. Question 1. A frenzied vault scientist runs up to you and yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response? Question 2. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection in his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor stepped out for a while. What do you do? Question 3. You discover a young boy lost in the lower levels of the vault. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do? Question 4. Congratulations. You've made one of the Vault 101 baseball teams. Which position do you prefer? Question 5. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill another vault resident. What do you do? Question 6. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again.
and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed? Question 7. Oh no, you've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment? Question 8. A fellow Vault 101 resident is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
Did you know the odds of a Vault-Tec shelter failing are 1,763,497 to 1.
Question 9. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking and... Question 10. Who is indisputably the most important person in Vault 101? He who shelters us from the harshness of the atomic wasteland, and to whom we owe everything we have, including our lives. Pencils down, people. That's it. The infamous GOAT. I'm sure most of you didn't find it so bad. Others, well, there are always openings in the maintenance department. Don't forget to hand in your test before you leave. You don't want to know what happens to people who fail the GOAT. You can have the rest of the day off to celebrate or to pray, as the situation warrants.
Hello. Hello. Here you are, Mr. Brotch. I hope I did okay.
Nothing for you to worry about, Miss Almodovar. Let's see. Very well done. Looks like it's the supervisory track for you.
Thanks. See you tomorrow. Yes? Hello.
Yo, Teach, I'm done.
Ah, Butch. Can I admit that I've been waiting for this day for a long, long time? Allow me to savor the moment. Now then, let's see. Really? Interesting. You've surprised me, Butch. I didn't think you had it in you. Hairdresser. Who would have thunk it?
You're so full of it. That isn't true.
Hello.
I've got a... This isn't
I'm all
over,
done,
punk.
Mr. Brown. They say the GOAT never lies. According... Good. Well...
Hey.
I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early.
Anything is possible, even an egg.
Daddy's
Mr.
doctor
Brotch.
ain't here to save you now. Is he?
Get back to work. Selfish and insubordinate.
Wake up!
You
Come
need
on,
to
wake
know
up!
these things. I'm not going to be around to hold your hand forever.
Come on! You've got to wake up! got to get out of here. Your dad is gone, and my father's men are looking for you. He's left the vault. I don't know how, but he's gone. And my father, he's kind of gone crazy. It's Jonas! They killed him! Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just sorry you had to find out like this. I know Jonas was your friend. But we've got to go now. My father's men will be here any minute. I'm sorry, but I think you'll have to follow your dad. You'll have to escape from the vault. Listen, maybe it isn't any of my business, but didn't your dad tell you that he was leaving? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure he had his reasons. Maybe Jonas was supposed to explain everything to you? But it doesn't matter. I can help you escape. I have my own plan. Listen, there's a secret tunnel that leads directly from my father's office to the exit. You'll have to hack the computer in his office to open it. Use these to get into his office. That's how I always get in. Oh, one more thing. I stole my father's pistol. I hope you won't need it, but you'd better take it just in case. Okay, I'll try to meet you at the exit. Watch out for security. I'll meet you at the vault door if I can, but don't wait for me.
There he is. Hold it right there. Criminy, more roaches. Get it off me. Damn it.
You gotta help me. No.
Ow, that hurts! Ow, that hurts!
We did it! My mom. Hey!
This is the Overseer. All residents of Vault 101 are hereby confined to their quarters.
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later.
Roach infestation is...
You're gonna be sorry. Oh! Ow! You like that?
Severely. That is all.
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later. Hold on, son. I just want to talk to you for a minute. Oh, you're lucky it was me who found you. The others won't be so forgiving. I don't know what you're up to, and I don't want to know. Just clear out of here, and I'll pretend I never saw you. It's a real shame it's come to this. I can't believe what they did to Jonas. Officer Mack was just out of control. But you're a good kid. You didn't do anything to deserve this. Go find your dad if you can.
That's it. Back to your vile little hidey holes.
We should just go back to our quarters.
It's our only chance, don't you see? We're getting out of here, just like the doctor. I'm not gonna let anyone stop us.
Oh!
You! This is your fault. You and your stupid father. He had to go and leave, didn't he?
I told you, I don't know anything!
Be reasonable, Amata. Officer Mack may enjoy this, but I don't. Just tell us what...
Look out, sir, it's the docs. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later. What's the matter, huh? Can't stand the sight of your own blood?
Guards, he's over here. Guards!
You like that, you bastard?
I knew we would find you eventually.
I hope you're here to turn your... I play... but... Hand over your weapons. Let... and... Guards!
Thank you. You'd better get out of here.
He's opening the vault door. Get the overseer. We need this door open now.
Oh my god. You did it! No, you didn't. It's tempting, but my place is here. The vault needs me more than you do. I'm the only one who has a chance to talk some sense into my father. Listen, if you do catch up with your dad, tell him I'm sorry for you know, Jonas and my father and everything. Goodbye.
Gotcha now. Take him down.
That's it.
The overseer won't tolerate.
I'm hit!
At this point, I am going to have about 15 minutes before I quit this. Mostly because I just don't want to hit the wrong minute mark and have a crash. Again, crashing is one of the problems of this game, even in my method, alternate of what they recommend for Codeweavers Crossover. But overall, this is going to be a limited functionality score. just can't be exactly functioning great because you have limits such as the crash and the time to play it. There might be some little fiddling you can do with the text for game text. It just isn't much better than the Steam method, which Codeweavers Crossover suggests at this point. But with advancements in widescan, I can see Codeweavers Crossover or Porting Team having a better functionality in future updates. I sadly have to say this is a limited functionality score on how this performs. But at the end of the day, for this tutorial episode, I'm going to say that the method of using the GOTY.com version does work. You can play it, but it just has a time limit before it crashes the game, and you have to do your preferences in a very specific manner when you're setting up on the launcher, or else the game won't even start. So at the end of the day, this is a 3 out of 5 star score.
Welcome, sir or no. Nothing but the highest quality leftovers, junk, and crap. Another satisfied customer. Good luck.
You're from that vault, Vault 101. Name's Lucas Sims, town sheriff. I don't know. Friendly? I'm glad. Nope, sorry. I got enough fires to put out in this place that I don't have time to keep tabs on every visitor. I'd ask around town. Sure thing, partner. What do you need to find? Our clinic is down in the crater, by the bomb. Doc Church is a little rough around the edges, but the man's got talent and compassion. You'll probably want to see Moira at Craterside Supply. She sells some weapons. Makes some too, from what I hear. Her place is down by the crater. Sure is. Moriarty's. The entrance is on the top level. Just be careful. Moriarty is not your friend, no matter what he may say. So don't fall for his lies. And for God's sake, don't trust the man. Moira sells all kinds of stuff at her place. Craterside Supply. Take a guess where it is. I don't trust any of the locals to tinker with it. Besides, most people don't even realize it's still a threat. And hell, Cromwell and those crazies from the Church of Adam, they worship the damn thing. Why? Do you think you got the know-how to disarm it? For good? If you get... Well, that's my... Yeah. Gary.
He is coming with the clouds, and every eye shall be blind with his glory.
I'll be damned. You did it, didn't you? You disarmed that thing. Oh. Well, come to think of it, I do remember...
So, alright, at the end, this is a 3 out of 5 limited functionality score. I'm going to exit out of this to avoid the crash. In the meantime, yes, the GOG.com version does work, as I've shown in this version, in this tutorial episode, but it's very risky, including the risk of crash. Right now, I'm actually really enjoying it almost flawlessly using the Xbox Live cloud gaming version of it on iOS. In the meantime, next week will be the Tiberian Sun demonstration. It will be amazing, more functional than previous versions of Codeweavers Crossover or Port 18.
Hi everyone, Kaos Nova here, and this is the ending of the video presentation on Chaos Tutorials. And here's the deal: if you want to see more of my tutorials on getting your old games to work on Mac, and you want to see more tutorials on how to do various other tasks, such as very cheap ways to make YouTube videos that still look decent, and much more, feel free to subscribe. And if you want to be among the first to get each video, hit the notifications. And please, if you enjoy liking this, your vote still counts, so please click the like with a big thumbs up. All right, you have a wonderful day, and we'll be signing off.